The Secret of the Silver River. The sun climbed over the rolling hills, painting the meadows in shades of honey and gold. Wren, a small cat with wide, curious eyes, skipped along the path. Behind him walked his mother, May, carrying two long bamboo fishing rods. "Today is the day, Mama," Wren chirped. "I'm going to catch the biggest fish in the Silver River." May smiled softly, her steps rhythmic and steady. "Fishing takes more than a rod and a river, Wren," she said. "It takes a quiet heart." They reached the riverbank, where the water sparkled like fallen stars. The air was thick with the scent of damp moss and sweet clover. May found a flat gray stone and sat down, carefully unwinding her line. "Watch closely, Wren," she whispered. She cast her line into the water with a silver splash. "Now we wait. You must be as still as the trees and as patient as the stones." Wren sat on his own little patch of grass and dropped his hook into the water. He stared at the red bobber floating on the surface. 1 minute passed, then 2. Suddenly, a bright blue dragonfly zoomed past his ear. It danced over the reeds, its wings shimmering like stained glass. "Look at that!" Wren cried, his eyes following the darting blue speck. Before the dragonfly could fly away, Wren dropped his rod and lunged for the dragonfly. He tumbled through the tall grass, swiping his paws in the air. "I've almost got you," he laughed. The dragonfly zigzagged higher and higher, leading Wren far from the river's edge, until it finally vanished into the bright blue sky. Wren trotted back to the river, panting and empty-handed. He saw his mother lifting her rod. A beautiful, shimmering fish wiggled at the end of her line. "Oh, Mama, you caught one!" Wren exclaimed. May gently placed the fish into a wooden bucket filled with water. "The fish only bite when the fisherman is there to greet them, Wren," she said gently. Wren picked up his rod again. "I'll be still this time," he promised. He watched the water intently, but soon a yellow butterfly fluttered by. It landed on a nearby daisy, opening and closing its wings. Wren felt his paws itch. It was so close. Surely one little chase wouldn't hurt. He dropped his rod once more and bounded after the yellow wings. Wren chased the butterfly through a thicket of ferns and under the shade of a weeping willow. He hopped over fallen logs and crawled through tangled vines, but the butterfly was too quick. It drifted across the river where he couldn't follow. Wren sighed, his fur dusty and stuck with burrs. He realized the sun was beginning to dip lower in the sky. When Wren returned to the stone, May had caught another fish. Wren looked at his own dry rod lying forgotten in the grass. He felt a lump in his throat. "I didn't catch anything at all," he whispered, looking down at his paws. May reached out and patted his shoulder. "You were busy chasing the breeze, little one. The river has gifts for those who stay to receive them." Wren took a deep breath. He sat down, gripped his rod firmly, and cast his line. This time, when a cricket chirped loudly in the grass, he didn't look. When a frog splashed nearby, he kept his eyes on his red bobber. He felt the warmth of the sun on his back and listened to the steady hum of the river. He became as still as the trees and as patient as the stones. The world grew quiet. Wren didn't even blink. Suddenly, the red bobber gave a tiny twitch. Then it pulled deep under the water. Wren felt a strong tug on his line. His heart raced, but he didn't jump. He waited for the perfect moment, just as May had shown him. "Now," he whispered to himself. With a steady pull, Wren lifted his rod. A magnificent silver-scaled fish burst from the water, trailing droplets that looked like diamonds in the setting sun. "I did it!" Wren shouted. "Mama, look!" May stood up, her face beaming with pride. "You didn't just catch a fish, Wren," she said. "You found your focus." As the first stars began to twinkle, Wren and May walked home. The wooden bucket was heavy, but Wren didn't mind. He watched the fireflies begin their dance in the twilight, but he didn't chase them. He walked beside his mother, his heart full of the quiet magic of the river. He knew now that the best things in life come to those who know how to wait.